Hi, welcome to Kaswell's Kappa, the channel where you learn how to work on your Kappa step by step. In today's video, we're going to learn how to replace the driver's side body lock pillar trim panel, and I'll provide you with everything you need, including pages from the service manual. Now, let's go see how it's done. To locate the body lock pillar trim panel, it's going to be right here. It's going to be behind your seat and it's going to be behind your door sill. So it's this little piece right here. So to get to it, we'll need to remove the door sill first, lower the seat, scoot it forward. That way we have access to it and then we can remove it. When it comes to removing the driver's side door sill, I like to grab up front. There's little holes here and you're basically just going to pull until all the clips release. Just like so, they're all removed. Next, we're going to scoot the seat forward. There's a little lever up front, so grab that, back of your chair, and just scoot it forward as much as you can. Next, we're going to pull this hinge right here, and that's going to allow you to move your seat forward. When it comes to removing the body lock pillar trim panel, I usually like to start somewhere on the bottom, or there's a little ledge right here that I like to just push on, and usually that'll unclip the first clip. And I think this one actually may already be done. Either that or it's broken. I want to say this one's already broken on the side. Wow, that's shocking. Okay, usually there's a clip right here, it goes pop. You'll see it on the passenger side, but since that's already done, we can go ahead and come to the bottom here, and we'll just come underneath and pop the next clip. There's going to be one here, 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 and just in several different places around here. Oh, right there, and as you can see, most of them already came out. And there's a little line right here that if you want to, and the bottom only pops, you can just run along the top until they all just start popping. Just like that one there. But be careful, because there's an electrical connection for your rear speaker right here. So now that all the clips are off, we can disconnect that connector. When it comes to disconnecting the connector for the rear speaker, as you can see, you got a white housing and then this little black box on the bottom. That's going to be your tab. You're going to push in and then pull up. I'd recommend using two hands because of how crowded this area is and how fragile the connections are that connect to your connector. So push it in, pull up. That's done, and now we can remove our water panel. Not our water panel, our body lock pillar trim panel. Now before we install the body lock pillar trim, we're going to want to make sure our seat belt is over the waterfall and that the seat belt trim is slid into place as well. It'll pop in place. And then, of course, during this whole process, one of those plastic clips I told you about that messes up went out of place and now it's broken. Yay me. Now that that's installed, we're going to take our body lock pillar trim. I'm going to try to attempt to slide it in place. These like to give you a lot of trouble because these are supposed to sit over the door jamb, but they like to sit behind it, but you can't let it do that. It's got to be over it, kind of like a blanket. Okay? So install the connector for your rear speaker. And this also has to be underneath this weather strip as well. That's very, very important. So I'm going to line up this clip. Okay, drop that. And so far I'm over the door jamb, but a lot of the times it likes to slide out. See, just like that, it's trying to slide out. You cannot let it do that. It needs to be on top of the door jamb. There we go. Yeah. Force it down. And of course it slid. What? Did it come out? Yep. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. It's all popped in place. It is sticking out a little bit, but I don't think, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything about that. It's just not wanting to line up today. So I'm going to have to ignore that, unfortunately, and we'll get the door sill on this side. When it comes to installing your driver's side sill plate, I like to slide it in, and this time I'll usually start from the back because the back's usually easier to deal with than the front, depending on your Solstice. But we're going to try to get all those clips popped in, but you got to make sure it's in the right spot or it won't work. Since you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, just like that. They're all popped in. Thank y'all so much for checking out the video. I hope that it helped you out, that you learned something new. If you happen to have more procedures that need to be done for your vehicle, hop on over to kaswellskappa.wixsite.com/kaswellskappa. I hope you get a new domain soon, so it's just kaswellskappa.com. That way you ain't got to type all that out. But on that website, you can find procedures for Kappas and non-Kappas, so that if you have to do anything else for your vehicle, it's there and available for y'all to follow along with. But other than that, that's all I have for y'all today, and I will see y'all next time. Until then.